Uh, these are materials like antiques and some coatings on cheese and things that are fixed to the water supply system. Legislation can be made at two levels in Europe. It could be made in Brussels at the EU level, or it could be made in the individual member states. The EU can issue regulations and directives. The regulation is when it's published, it's effective immediately. So it applies directly in all the 27 member states. When an EU directive is published, it should be republished in every member state, so it must be implemented in the legislation of every member state. So that means that, it must basically be republished in all the 27 member states. And then it's becoming effective. In addition to that, member states are allowed to issue legislation on member states legislation, and as long as it's not something which is already covered by an EU directive or an EU regulation. So it must be really something additional. So that means that in principle, in every 27, in every member state of the 27 member states, you can have a different situation. If you look to the directives and regulations issued, you have the general legislation, which is applicable to every food contact material. Two important ones are the framework regulation, which is the basis of the food contact legislation, and GMP regulation. There are also some directives on testing conditions, so how you should do the migration testing, and there are some specific measures, and measures is